With gender equality being such an issue within Islam, the topic of females in sport within the religion often goes under the radar. So this week we're in Southampton, talking with those at the Medina Mosque to find out their views on it all. So there seems to be a lack of Islamic women on the international sporting scene, which was summarised by the recent decision from the Qatari basketball team to pull out of the World Championships because the hijab was banned. So with all that, it does actually make me wonder if Islam, women and sports are all compatible. The Medina Mosque is often seen as one of the most liberal in the city. They regularly hold peace walks across town, as well as often partaking in interfaith activities. I was keen to speak to the Imam to find out if it's an issue for anyone there.
Do I find an issue with it? No. Islam is quite free and open religion, as long as you're abiding by the rules that's set by your religion. You know, in terms of the way you dress, you can do anything you want. You can play sport, whichever sport you want.
And obviously, I mean, professionally, there's sort of not so much a gap, but I mean, a lot of female Islamic people may struggle professionally. I mean, do you see it as an issue, as real sort of international stars?
I do see an issue. That's not just with Islamic faith, but even generally speaking, Muslim women's from even Asian background as well, because of their culture and the way they've been brought up. They will always find there's a competition from the other gender, the males in the family, and they get priorities over the female, which they have to fight. But if somebody is genuine and they have an understanding, then they'll find the way to balance that. Whereas also, and we live in a society where women's, and specifically Muslim women, are at the moment, we are in highlight for wrong reason, and that could be used as against them to discriminate. So
the decision from the Qatari basketball team to withdraw from the championships opened up a familiar can of worms in British society. St Mary's is a highly diverse area, home to several mosques and Islamic centres within a short distance. With a large sporting scene that operates nearby, the views on the decision of the basketball team seemed quite firm.
If they were not allowed to wear what they were going to wear, then fair enough, you've got to make a stand and you've got to pull away, because otherwise you're conforming to what people want, whereas they've got to sort of be fair and say, okay, within their religion they want to be covered. It's not going to affect the game anyhow, because basketball isn't a sorry, you said basketball, isn't it? Basketball isn't really a contact sport. I mean, so in terms of sort of like anything sort of like a cloth or anything, like getting in the way, it's not going to be a huge problem because it's not a contact sport. And sort of like the main issue would probably just be the headscarf, but the headscarf's normally quite tight anyway, and it doesn't like it's not sort of like loose and flowing everywhere. So I think there's nothing stopping a woman being a professional, a special sportswoman.
Naheem Moore often played sport throughout her childhood and has no problems with the decision from the team, and insists women have good opportunities for progress.
I can understand why they would, because if they want, if they feel that they need to be covered, and obviously the dress code doesn't cover that. I mean, I'm sure there was a way of getting around that. I don't think coming out of it completely. Muslims in general, I mean, they play loads of sports. I mean, you'll see even at the sports centre, there's loads of Muslim females that are actually playing sports. Yes, they're covered, but apart from that, there's nothing really that stops them.
Mustn't be an issue if any other lady with hairscarf or practicing religion, or not. If any of those ladies who are not really practicing religion can play any game, why not? Who practices their religion? It shouldn't be issue. It shouldn't be big case for the especially in the international games. We should allow anyone to try their best and fulfill their dream. Why not? We should not be a kind of like dam in front of their dream and stopping them to fulfill.
Despite these positive words, I noticed a lack of female athletes in the class. I wanted to know if this is ever an issue that he has had to face in the past.
I have few lady students, and I bring them up to black belt level.
Okay.
And now they are at university now. Why not? They have practiced with me for life, for like 3 or 4 years, and they became black belt and a few times gold medalist. I don't have any issue. If they want to carry on, come in and do taekwondo, why not? Yeah. There's no point stopping them.
We saw at London 2012 that Saudi Arabia, Brunei and Qatar all enter their first female athletes into the Games. The relationship between religion and sport may never be as harmonious as one would like. However, my visit to the mosque shows that as times move forward, attitudes may just well be as well.